Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and mute Twitch. Send out the Twitters. Get everything going. And we should be good. Hello everyone, this is Chris Ingerson, and it is March 29th, and this is the March 29th TextQuest Devstream. Okay, I'm back from GDC, and this is the first Devstream since then. And I apologize that I could not stream on Tuesday. I was informed on Tuesday that that there was a event that my company was going to be showing stuff at on Tuesday. So that was fun. Anyway. So I'm back now. We're going to get back into our regular schedule after about 2 weeks off. So hopefully I can get things back up to the, I was going to say running pace, but I think more shambling pace would probably be more accurate that we were at. In any case, so today we are going to be working on a variety of things. Really, it's going to be a couple of miscellaneous things. Also, I need to walk on screen. That would probably be good. And I'm also going to throw up the excuse me, the miscellaneous tag, and that'll probably be fine for now. I could do like art, but we'll do miscellaneous for now. Anyway, I apologize ahead of time for the occasional cough that I will give. I got something at GDC because, you know, everyone does, and it's slowly recovering. Still occasionally cough, which is very annoying. In any case, so the thing I would like to start off today, or the thing I would like to start doing today, no, that's not quite right either. Start off doing today. Well, weird. Anyway, what the heck? Okay, that was weird. Is actually creating a special font for world fonts. So currently, whenever we have a model of a character, they're using the default font that we use for our menu. So this is the same font that we use for our UI. Let's go ahead and just jump in, and I'll show you that there's no difference. Although, I mean, it's kind of odd to compare world space text with UI space text. But in any case, so this is, for the most part, fine. I don't know why you rotate weirdly. But the strange thing, or well, not really the strange thing, so much as the thing I don't really like is it can be occasionally hard to focus on them because there is no border. And that can create issues when you're trying to actually see the outlines. So I don't mean literal outlines, I mean like just the silhouettes of the characters. And it's a small issue. It's not really a like game-breaking one, but it's something that I've definitely noticed as I was demoing it over at GDC. And it's something that I've kind of debated doing for a while. So I just want to mess with that to start off today, just to see if I can come up with something that I like. And I think it's really going to be something very simple. Mostly, it's probably going to be just applying an outline to these things, and it's going to be a tinted outline, so it's not going to be like black or well, not black. It's going to be probably a middle to dark gray, and then of course that will be tinted by the color that we tint the text. And the main reason for this is that it just makes things pop a little bit more. And you know, that seems to be one of my favorite words, is making text pop. So if I go ahead and oops, not that, pull this up, you can see that we have a terrible troll. Again, no outline, and it's fine for the text in the UI to not have outlines because they don't really need to contrast with anything. And the background of the UI is already a semi-transparent black, which means that it doesn't have to worry about blending into the background because there is a layer of transparent black behind it that makes it pop anyway. So, what can we do? Well, one of the things that we can do is, let's go ahead and grab one of these models. And I'm just going to adjust the instance, see if I can get away with that. I can't. Okay. So, alright. We'll go ahead and go into edit mode. I'm going to make a new material preset. And I'm going to call this 8-bit font dash, we will call this, so here's where it gets weird. I think think I'm going to call it character for now. Because I'm not actually sure if I want to use this outline style that I want to have for characters on objects. So things like items, keys, lamps, all that stuff. Um, I'm not entirely sure if I wanted to use it on them yet. I get the feeling that I will eventually, but right now I'm kind of iffy. So I'm just going to call this character for now. And we're going to go ahead and swap these out. All of these to use. Oh, are you serious? You're going to be like that. Okay. You're going to be like that. Oh, right. I forgot it. It's a drop down here. We'll go to character. And the real question is, did that affect it for all of them? Yes, and yes. How nice. All right. So let's go ahead and say in our Text Mesh Pro, it is not going to be bitmap. It is actually going to be sign distance. So Text Mesh Pro, distance field. I'm actually kind of curious just to see what this also looks like as we make these adjustments. All right. So we're going to have our color be white, which is what we want. And then we do want an outline. Ooh, my. That's interesting. Interesting. Let me guess. You didn't actually... Really? That's curious. We're not seeing any outline show up. Okay, so if we go over here to extra settings, no, outline. Okay, we clearly have an outline. But, oh wait, hold on. Interesting. Crap, really? What is happening here? Is it backwards? No. Oh dear. Well, that might have quashed any dreams I had of outlining to begin with. That's really disappointing. So it's not that it's disabled. Oh man, that really sucks. Can we do anything here? Nope. It's all there. 2 by 2. Nope. Man, really? Interesting. Well, that's not good. Okay, let's try putting this in a UI element and see what that looks like. This is going to be weird. So I'm going to create a canvas. I'm just going to go ahead and create a raw Text Mesh Pro text object here. We'll go ahead and move this up or down. That works too. Let's see. We'll drag in the character. Oh, right. Let's forget about that. Okay. I'm going to make that a character. All right. Interesting. So that totally does... Well, hold on. Let's go ahead and add a quick image behind this. We'll stretch that. Have that be tinted semi-gray. All right, there we go. So now I should be easily able to see... excuse me. To see everything. Oh, that really sucks. So it doesn't seem like I can actually get a font or an outline from this, which is weird, right? Like, that's kind of strange. Because it does seem to affect it. You'll notice that it gets bulkier, for lack of a better term. Which could just be because it's changing from a distance field or a bitmap to a distance field. That would definitely explain things. But it's odd that we don't get any sort of offset. Can I make you like 1 and 1? And we crank you to the max. Still nothing. Okay. Speed. Oh, we don't get any sort of tooltips. That's kind of a shame. 10 and 10. We're not seeing anything here. Let's go ahead and focus up here. Can we get anything from you? That seems odd. I don't care about the glyphs. Excuse me. So that's not great. Let's try changing this to something like that. Ooh, my. That is really... Oh, wait, no, it's an enable thing. Okay, so that one... All right. Let's change this back to 8-bit font. It's interesting that... let's go ahead and change this back to character. Outline is not optional here, so I guess we can try to make this Text Mesh Pro. Let's go mobile distance field. Still doesn't do anything. Dang. I was really hoping that could have been fixed. Well, this is not exactly what I was hoping for, so let's go ahead and go to Window, Text Mesh Pro, Font Asset Creator. I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, try regenerating a font atlas for this. Do optimum on this, atlas resolution, that's fine. Let's do extended ASCII, font style, normal, and distance field 16. I think I want that. That's probably fine. Let's go ahead and make that like 10. Okay, let's try this. So it's interesting because I am a little worried that this font doesn't contain the information that Text Mesh Pro needs in order to create outlines. That would be weird, and I don't know what I would do in that case. God, certainly don't look that good. Okay, let's go ahead and save this. I'm going to call this, I guess, SDF, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and put you back in there. And interesting. I wonder if it's because this 8-bit font material was created a long time ago. Because you'll notice that this actually has a drop-down, and this one doesn't, which could be because it was created an eternity ago. Well, let's try it. Okay. So we're going to drag this in here. Oh my, that is noticeably soft. Oof. But the main thing is, okay, so we can get something from that. Interesting. I wonder if it's because of this. Let's make you point filter. Ooh, that seems to have helped. Okay. Then if we go back here, and I'm going to try editing this again. Let's see, can I make you... Oh. Well, it's not exactly what I would call good looking. Oh dear, in fact, it's actually quite terrible. We get some soft edging there. Not the best. Okay. This is really disappointing. Well, yeah, so that's not good. Also, the cat wants attention. Get off the desk, cat. So I can't just do that, which is rather sad. Yeah. Okay. Um, although, actually, hold on. Wow, that is radically different. Um, notice how sharp this is compared to this. That could be part of my problem. Let me go ahead and open up the TextMesh Pro font asset creator again. Wow, just okay. You got a minimum size, huh? Okay, I'm gonna move that off to the side for a second here. Let's go ahead and put you here. Well, that's kind of annoying that it's fixed size like that. Let's go ahead and drag this in again. Font size. We'll do auto sizing. Font padding. Just do fast. We'll do extended ASCII again. Oh, I wonder if that's what it was. Let's try a raster. Generate a font atlas again. Because it could be, oh, yeah, that does seem to produce a much sharper image. It could be that I can't use raster imaging like that. Let's go ahead and save you out. Drag this off to the side for now. Okay, so we go over here and yep. Well, that's interesting. It is actually not that bad. It just looks bad here. But that might be okay. So let's go ahead and have this be, I'm going to make it a mobile distance field because there's no real reason for me to have all the, oh, oh, no. Okay, so a dilation of 0. I guess I can't. Oh, right, it disables it. That's right. Okay. Well, that seems to be a little bit more what I want. It's still a little softer than I would like, but that may not be a bad thing. I'm going to try applying this material to our target. So let's go ahead and go over here to our troll. Come down here. I'm mostly curious to see what happens when I do this. Select everything. I'm going to drag in our 8-bit font. Everything moved slightly to the right, which is interesting. Alright, so we're going to go down here. We're going to change this color to, I don't know, something like that. Oh, it doesn't tint. Ah! Frack. That ruins a lot of things. Okay. That's annoying. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay. Okay. So that kind of sucks. I was really hoping that it would tint along with my my fonts, but since it does not, it means that I have to programmatically detect this color and set it occasionally. For the most part, I won't need to do that. I can just manually adjust these. But it does mean that I can't use one material for all characters. I have to have a custom material for all characters. So it's actually probably good that I have this this new material instance. So let's go ahead and create. I'm gonna group these into folders. Okay, let's move all this up into default. And then we're going to go ahead and create folder. I will say characters. Oh, that really does suck though, because that means that my objects, things like keys and such, I would need several materials per object. Ew, that's not good. All right. Well, let's go ahead and create a material instance here. Sorry, material preset. I will call this 8-bit font. I call this troll, I guess. I guess we'll also call this character font. Okay. So let's go ahead and we are going to. Are you all different now? No, they're all the same. Okay. Grab you. I'm sorry. TextMesh Pro, no. No, TextMesh Pro, is it really like that? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, no. No. Hold on. So do I have to do this? Please tell me it's not so. TextMesh Pro. Is it? Ah, it is. Ah, it's name-based. I guess that I can't really fault them for that. Okay, so that means that TextMesh Pro searches through to generate this dropdown. It searches through, I'm assuming, all of the materials in the same folder as this asset, and then it looks for the name. Apparently, without SDF, it seems to ignore that. But then it looks for 8-bit font, which of course means that has to be the same. That's disappointing. All right, but at the very least, I can change everything else now. So there's the troll. All right. And now we can come down here to our outline, and I can make you. Well, hold on. That's really disappointing. Okay, so that's a little darker. Perhaps something like that, I think. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see what it looks like in person. Oh, and I guess I can delete these two things. I also have my test thing. Spawner points. Test spawn are. Haha! Go ahead and rotate you. Oh, wrong way. Local. Cool. Go ahead and jump in here. All right. Kind of hopeful about this. Also, apparently we just always face 0 rotation whenever I spawn in these points. That's kind of weird. Oh, right. It's probably because of the spawn logic I had to change. Anyway. Okay, hold on. Maybe I don't need to have an instance then? Can that stuff be controlled? Ah, that's why. It's because it's the wrong material. That makes more sense. Ah, there we go. All right, let's try that again. Dang, I was really hoping that it was like a tinting problem, and it was just like, oh, I can set the outline programmatically, and it will be fine. But sadly, no. Okay. Not bad. It's hard. It's not really much of a difference, but it is a nice way for it to stand out. And honestly, it's because whenever you look at something, if you have a hard transition from one color to the next, it kind of becomes hard to focus on the edges. So by having this slightly darker outline, it helps soften that effect, and it makes it a lot easier, I think, to focus on an object. And I mean, it's subtle enough that you don't really get it far enough, or far away, I guess, which is actually kind of a bad thing. And it looks better. right about here. I kind of wish that I didn't have clamped values on that. Like I can thicken it up to twice that. But then again, I guess it's actually pretty much perfect up front, or up close. Um, a little torn because I do like it. I guess let's go ahead and I'm going to turn off maximize on play. That way we can make these adjustments. Second. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off that. So that's what it looks like. Let me also go ahead and look slightly off to the... Wow, there's like no good way to do this. Okay, so we're going to look slightly off to the right. Okay, so this is what it looks like without that outline. And this is what it looks like with the outline. So it's not really much of a difference, but the areas that I think it really does help, it's very subtle, but around the L's on the bottom, so near the floor, they kind of get lost, I feel, against the stone, but with this outline, it, not entirely, but it helps a little bit. I just don't know how I feel about this. Because I don't really have that outline on anything else. Like, the textures don't really utilize that outline. Because they have normals for their text. So, like, wall looks like it's pressed in. And that already gives it kind of an outline. But our characters didn't really have anything like that. Go ahead and back up here. And like right about here, I honestly can't even tell. Like I can't even tell that there's outlines on that thing, which is fine. And I think I don't know. It's honestly a small enough effect that it's really hard to tell. I think I'm gonna go with it. Just because it does add a little bit of extra, well, pop. Sorry, I keep using that word, but excuse me. It does make the letters, I think, stand out a little bit more, and that's always a good thing. And I honestly just think that it's good to have this this gradient almost, so a transitionary buffer. But I will go ahead and change, just out of curiosity. I'm going to turn off maximize on play. Click out here. I'm going to try to darken this a little bit, see what that looks like. See if I can get any noticeable effect. There we go, neon blue. Perfect. I mean, I can't go straight black, that looks really stupid. And I actually can't go too colorful. It needs to be similarly desaturated. That's where it was. Just kind of darken that a little bit. Something like here. It'd be a little bit better. I mean, it'd be darker. So it's kind of... Yeah, I think that might be a little bit better. Just a little bit darker. Okay. So it's actually kind of the same trick that I use for my character sprite. So if you notice my little guy at the bottom right corner there, I use this outline technique for to emphasize certain parts of him, and it's to help divide, things that are the same color touching each other. But in this case, I don't really, in the case of the troll or other characters, I don't really have that problem. But it's the same principle in that it creates a little bit of a buffer space between the character and the surrounding environment, and it just helps them stand out a little bit more. So, okay. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to do that. So we're going to go ahead and apply this. The big people that we need to keep track of would be, I guess, the player and the wizard. So let's see what they look like. Let's go ahead and collapse this. Go over here. I'm going to create material preset. Geez, actually. That has to be done programmatically. So I'm going to create a material preset for the wizard. I'm going to call this 8-bit font wizard. I'm also going to try something. I'm going to call this character font. I want to see if these change, but I don't think they will until I select it. I'm going to call this character font. Alright. Let's find out. Nice. Okay. Are you kidding me? Now you realize it? What is up with you? You're so weird. Oh, I can't rename these. Ooh, that's probably okay. Actually, you know what? I might as well do. Give me a second here. Extended ASCII rasterization. That's probably all fine. All right. I'm gonna regenerate this font atlas, and I'm gonna save it out as character font -SDF. Let's go ahead and get rid of the wizard thing here. All right, so we're gonna. I guess I have to generate font atlas again. That's kind of weird. Oh, that's right. I did make changes. So. Okay, so we have this again. I'm gonna go ahead and save this out. It's gonna go to characters. We're gonna save this out. Oh, seriously? I have an extra space. Dang it. That's fine. Okay. Then we're gonna move this back. Let's go ahead and I suppose. No, I can't do that. Hold on. Let's delete this. Regenerate that. Just do that. Really annoying thing. Okay, one more time. Although apparently, yes, you do have to generate a new font atlas every single time. Okay, character font -SDF. Yes. We will replace it. Try and move this over. Oh, I was really worried about that. It did end up doing that. Or did you just lose your... Oh. My, what the heck happened here? What the frig? What the frick happened? Huh. Okay. I'm gonna hit play. That should force it back into position. I don't know what happened there. It seems like its position was somehow moved. I don't recall doing that, but who knows? Oh my goodness, what the heck happened here? Wow. Really? I I Okay. I am deeply confused. How can you be at 0x and you be at 0x and yet you both have obviously different positionings? That's yeah, that's not at 0x. What? Huh. Okay. Oh wow. What is going on here? Oh good. That's good. That's good. Something's forcing that back. Well, that's not exactly what I was hoping to have happen. Okay. I'm deeply confused now. 0. What on earth is going on here? Do you think that you should go somewhere else? What the heck is happening? That's not 0. What is going on? No. No, no, no. You are not at 0. Okay, so also 2.2. That's apparently where we need to be. Something moves it back down. Great. Ah, dang it, I know what it is. I freaking hate you, probe grids. I freaking hate you so much. Yep, there it is. So it's still awkward there. So 0, 2.2, 0. There we go. Yep. Jeez. Progrids, man. Sometimes that just gets you. All right. So that is correct. It's using the correct character font. Oh, that's super annoying. Okay, whatever. You're frustrating. I was trying to rename that so there wasn't called 8-bit font, but apparently I cannot. Show you an Explorer, actually. Can I get around you doing that? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. It's a material. Well, it's an asset. And assets are binary, aren't they? No, it's YAML. Well, I might be able to get around that. Let's look for 8-bit font. There we are. This is going to be interesting. Yep, that's what I want to do. I am really concerned about what that's going to do to me. Let's find out. Ha ha! Cool! Hooray for manual YAML editing. Alright, so that's mobile distance field. That's good. That's what we want. Mobile distance field. Good, good, good. Alright. So, that seems to have fixed our little problem. And something else that is very important is our material instance. So let's go ahead and come over to here. Well, here. I'm going to right click, create material preset. I'm going to call this character font set dash SDF. I'm going to call it wizard. All right. Let's go ahead and we are also going to just go ahead and say create material preset. Call you wizard beard. And we'll do one more, which is going to be create. I'm sorry, not create. Right click, create material presets. Instead of troll, we're going to call you. Oh, no, actually, hold on. That was me being stupid. We're going to do that to you. Preset. We're going to call this player or hero. All right. Wow, that's also okay. So this one is going to be interesting because I can't actually do anything to it. I have to do this all programmatically. But the wizard and the beard should be fine. So let's go ahead and tint this towards the red. Red's actually a pretty tricky color. I guess there's no point in me looking at this here, so let's go ahead and jump over to the castle. Castle. And we're just going to go ahead and plug the wizard in, see what he looks like, and we'll see if we can get some nice results with him. And if we do, then we'll try the king, and actually no, before we try the king, we will have the player be switched over to it. I know this is a very over the or over. What do I want to say here? It's a lot of effort for a very small amount of payoff, but you know it's good to have consistency between all of your characters. So, all right, let's go ahead and just play. Well, no, we can't really play. There's no real point yet. Let's go over to NPCs. Let's go to Wizard. I'm going to just turn him on. F. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so there's our Wizard. And we need to work on getting him an outline. So, stretch that. Take a look at this. Take a drink. Because game development is fun. All right. So we are going to come over to here, go to model, body. All right, on all of these guys, we are going to replace their font with the character font. Okay, no real change there. And then we're going to make their actual instance be the wizard. All right, so now we can adjust this font. So do we want it to be a little darker, I think? It's not bad. Something like that seems to be about right. Nice. Alright, then let's get the beard done. Same thing. Place it with our character. Oh, right, I always forget. Do that. Then wizard beard. And this is actually interesting because the beard is white, so its outline would logically be gray, but actually that doesn't look too bad. So let's go ahead and collapse that. We're going to turn you off again. Okay, so let's just play through here and see what this looks like. See if we can notice anything. Because this is actually going to be one of those cases where the wizard's pretty far away, and you have to look at him through a magic wall, which will tint your piece of crap. Oh, no, oh, right. For some reason, I thought I was looking at the bedroom door, and I was like, dang it, really? Okay, it's just because I forgot that. So that whole, like, being rotated to face this way all the time, that does not actually happen in gameplay. It only happens if I play directly in the scene because of how I spawn the player. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this up. Okay. This is actually going to be interesting because we'll be able to see it swap. It's subtle, but it's there. I actually think it helps with the beard a lot. Because now the characters have a little bit of a gray buffer between them. But it is still very, very subtle. Oh, jeez. Dang it. And, of course, that means that I actually need to change the... Oh, man, that's going to suck. That makes the king's color lerping a lot more difficult as well, because now instead of just lerping his face color, I have to lerp the color of his outlines. Which... Is that going to make an instance for, like, all of his materials? That would suck. No, I mean, surely not. Right? We'll find out. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch that one more time. I want to kind of just see if I notice anything particularly off-putting about having the outlines there. I'm a little concerned because they're small enough that from a distance they start to kind of fade out, which can make the text actually look kind of spotty, which is definitely not what you want. So let's go ahead, run in here. Okay, not bad. Yeah, so to show you what I mean when I say spotty, like it's very subtle, but you can see like some parts of this don't really seem to have a border. It's almost like they're too far away, so it doesn't get rendered properly, and that actually makes the font look worse. Now it actually looks fine for the beard, where it looks a little bit better for the beard. But you can see it noticeably there on his breathing for the W. It was kind of like half outlined and half not out. So I may just not be able to go anywhere with this. And that's kind of a shame. Okay. Dang it. That. So it may be less of an issue of me having the outline and more that I want to have that outline regardless of distance. So I basically want kind of like a toon shader outline. That's that could get a little nasty because that involves shader work. So I'm kind of up in the air on that. I do like having the outline, but it really does. It's just as it is right now. Using the default outline is not an option. I think it makes it too soft. It makes it so unless I can like jump that to 2 somehow. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Although I bet I could fudge this. Let's see. Floats. Let's see. Outline. I bet so I can manually change that, and I'm just actually kind of curious to know what'll happen. Too much. That makes it go crazy. Okay, that's fair. So yeah. Well, all right. I guess I can't really get away with that. That's disappointing. So I'm gonna have to look into this. We're gonna go ahead and move on to something else, I think, because unfortunately, it does seem like the outline doesn't really render the way I would like it to when you're at a great distance, and that makes it actually harder. Well, not really harder to read, but it makes the text less pleasant to look at. So I'm just gonna go ahead and revert everything back. So let's go ahead and do that. 8-bit font default. I should probably turn this on so that I know that it's correct. Grab all of you. 8-bit font default. Okay. Collapse this again. Collapse you. Save that. Well, bright side, that does save me a fair amount of effort getting the player coded. And that's why I wanted to see the wizard first. Because the wizard is by far the most prevalent enemy in the game, and they're really the only recurring character. Now that I think about it, I mean there are other characters that you have some extended interactions with, but they're really localized to their place, so they don't move around like the wizard does. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to put you back to regular old 8-bit font with regular old 8-bit default. All right. Go ahead and save that. Cool. Oh, and also lets me turn off my desk spawn here. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Make sure that he looks all right. And let's. Yep. Looks all right. Back to his old self. Cool. Let's go ahead and stop playing. All right. So, let's go ahead, and I am also going to want to try something in the cabin. We're going to go to the overworld. I need to finish setting up the cabin. It's been ridiculous how long it's not been finished. Um, but there is also something I would like to test, and the cabin is a good place for that. Okay, it did not open. There we go. Now it's opening. So one of the things that I was thinking about on my flight home from GDC is doors. So doors are super awkward in Text Quest because, well, you can open them. And if you can open doors, that means that the doors can be opened into you. And if they're opened into you, then they can push you around. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Um, in fact, it's probably a decent thing for realism. In a game entirely comprised of text. Um, but it does lead us to problems with doors that open into walls. I can't do that. That is a design. That is something I have to design my levels around. Because if the doors can push you, then they can try to force you into a wall. And when I say force you into a wall, I mean they can literally be used to push you through a wall via collision. Oh, right. You're not set up yet. Okay. I think we have the text for you. I just need to parse you in. So we're going to go ahead and do that probably too. So I would like to run some test cases on this cabinet, by which I mean I would like to open the door. Then I would like to just see what it's like to open and close that door in close proximity. Of course, it's going to open both doors at once. And I kind of want to test turning off the colliders for doors when they're opening or closing. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that, but it would be something I think worth checking out. Mostly because if I can make that feel right, then it would be preferable. It means that I could do things to allow certain level choices that I couldn't before. But chances are this is probably going to end up going the way of what we just did with outlines. Let's go ahead and also move this over here. We're going to go to drive. All right, let's go to design. Let's go to interactions. And do I really not have this set up already? I thought I did this. Did I put it under doors? No, I didn't. Well, look at that. All right. Then I'm just going to go ahead and put it right here. So we're going to go ahead and create a copy of this. Move this into, I guess it's a door, technically. All right. Let's open this up. Copy of copy of copy. I love it. All right. So we're going to change this to be large cabinet. Is that what I called this thing? I did. I called it a large cabinet. All right. So we are going to, let's see. We're going to call this cabinet. I'm going to call it, I'm going to let it also be called door, purely because the cabinet has doors. So you want to open the cabinet door. All right, cabinets, doors. Okay, a large cabinet. I guess we'll also say a large wooden cabinet. Adjectives are going to be large and wooden. Okay. Burn info. We're going to say none for now. Okay, that's all good. We don't need a container. Go ahead and get rid of you. We don't need a torch. It's not climbable. It's not actually, no, it is a door. I do need that. I think. Well, I'll leave it in there anyway. I don't think we're actually going to use anything from the door. But do I need the lock? I don't think I need the lock. But I will. Let's see. Target spawn target needs key false, locked ID, data ID. So I guess that would be cabinet open. I suppose the first thing I should do here is, let's see, cabin. What have I got? Got cabin unlocked, drawer open. So I don't actually have anything for this yet. That's fine. I suppose that means I should probably go over to here, collection item, and we'll go to data IDs. Fix this up while we're here. Let's go to the cabin. All right. Let's go ahead and insert one below here, and I'm going to say cabinet open 426. Okay, that should be good. Let's go to switch. You are not something we need, or directions, or the lever. Woof, there are just way too many things. Not an enemy, not an item, not a map, not a weapon. Alright, everything else should be good, I think. Okay, so this is going to be text only for pretty much everything. Let's see, we're going to say oops. Too heavy for you to I kind of no. As I say, I kind of wonder if it would be good to make the default fail output for drop instead of you can't do that to be the object name is already on the ground. But I don't think that's quite right. I think that there are situations where you would want it to be something different. Excuse me. Alright, so we'll go ahead and keep that as default fail for now. Default fail for you. And for combine. Wave. This thing has been an annoyance. So something that I've noticed players doing is they try to wave to things, but they don't really say wave at this. They just say wave. And I think most people assume that that means they're going to like wave their hand to the object. But what it tries to do is wave the object. And that does not always work. Like trying to wave the cabinet, for example, should really fail because that would be the equivalent of you trying to pick up a cabinet and wave it around. Maybe I should just lean into that and have ridiculous outputs for waves all the time. But for now, I guess I'm going to keep it as default fail. Insert, default fail, redirect, same thing. For extract, eat, default fails, those are fine. Okay, open does need to be default, and close also needs to be default. Unlock should probably be default, as should lock. Light, that is going to be default. I also think I should change light to burn instead of light, mostly because I've been watching people look at the verbs list recently, and some of my verb choices, or some of the choices for verbs are a little awkward. Like light, I don't think really conveys what I would like it to. I think burn does a better job of that, but it's kind of awkward because of that. Because I picked light because you light a lamp. That's what you do. You don't burn a lamp. But everything else, like light, most of the light verbs are synonyms with burn. So you, like turn on lamp is the same as light lamp, which is technically the same as burn lamp, but burn lamp doesn't make sense. We're going to keep it light for now, but that's just something I've been thinking about. Extinguish. probably default as well. Read, default fail, examine. I'm going to say the lower name is made of sturdy wood. The craftsmanship is astounding. Enter. We'll leave that as default fail for now. I don't know if I want to actually have that redirect to open or not. Climb, default fail, hit. Okay. Sorry, whose? I believe that's correct. Whose bows? Whose boss? There we go. Am I correct? That is the correct form of whose. Oh no, it's... Why did I think that was right? I can't spell. I thought it looked wrong. That. There we go. Duh. Oh. So that... Wow. I am terrible. For some reason I thought that whose was possessive, but whose is possessive, whereas who apostrophe s is a contraction, similar to its. I should have known that. I knew it was weird, but I couldn't remember which one was which. Okay, so we have, after this, rest, move. We'll probably have that be redirect to take. Select, perform, and these are the ones that are kind of getting back into what I was talking about. Perform really should probably be something else, and select is too esoteric. Insults. Wow, I was gonna make a political joke, but that really doesn't. such a obtuse joke. That would not work. Okay. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna do that placeholder. Okay. Everything else should be fine. Let's go ahead and go over to our add-ons. Open sidebar. All right. All sheets. We'll go ahead and replace existing files, although that won't really do anything. We will collapse single row sheets, and we will also, let's see, export cell arrays, and also array prefix. I think that's what we want. Let's go ahead and visualize real quick. All right, yeah, I think that's right. So let's go ahead and let that go. Cool. So let's close that. Export this. All right. Download this. Also, one of the reasons that I chose to put door as a name is because I actually don't think that my dictionary has cabinet yet. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it does not. So let's go ahead. Oh, and I should probably, while I'm in here, go ahead and just download our cabin. So file, download as, comma separated values, show in folder, show in explorer. All right. Then let's also go to data, dictionary, and we should have a dictionary. Right? Oh, right, not dictionary. Sorry. Large cabinet, which is not a thing yet. So, okay. Let's see, interactions, interaction data, overworld, cabin. I guess we'll put it in under doors. Wow. Got some archived stuff. Let's go ahead and create folder archive. Yeah, like all of those. All right. So this is our large cabinet. Climbable objects, ladder. Our archive. Let's move you into there. All right. Go to our cabinet. Let's go ahead and put you up here. Focus on this. All right. So now we can simply say update. Cool. No errors were thrown. Let's see. Open a NIM ID is open. That looks fine. We don't care about unlocked ID. We don't care about you. We don't care about any of this. Okay. And burn info is type none. I think that's all we really care about. Did I make this a door? I did make it a door. Good for me. I didn't check that before I actually parsed it. Okay, so let's see what this does now. So I should be able to interact with it and tell it to open, at which point it should trigger an open animation. We will find out if that's the case. Really need to get volumetric lighting in here, because, good God, it is dark. Frack! Well. Interesting. Let's go to our animator. Let's see. Is open is false, is open is equal to true. Okay. I mean, it seems to be set up. Yeah. It's just a regular old door controller. So, oh my. Can't rotate this, which is kind of awkward. Okay. Huh. That's super awkward. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay then. I guess we'll see what it thinks it should be. I'm gonna go ahead and move this. Not that. Seriously. Okay. We're gonna put that there. I'm not gonna turn on maximize on play. I am wondering if it actually even gets its animator set, and if it does not, then we're gonna do some debugging. Alright, so you can see that it is in the closed state right now. Let's go ahead and select this. Come back here. We're going to say open. Okay, so nothing is happening, which means that my animation module is not getting open called on it. Very odd. Very odd indeed. Ah, jeez. Come on. Hey. Stop playing. There. All I wanted. All right. So let's go to set bool. We're gonna say debug.log set bool plus ID. Let that compile. All right. So if I had to guess, what's happening is that door is not getting to the point where it thinks it should send that animation ID, and that's understandable, but it is kind of annoying. Wow, I say that's understandable. That requires some explanation. So recently, I did a little bit of a refactor in how the verbs are handled by the interactive objects, and that seems to have caused some edge case issues with objects. So I'm a little worried that the door open function is not really being called. In fact, that's honestly the thing I think of here. So yeah, totally not getting called at all. Cool, 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 cool. Well, let's see what happens here. So we need to go to check verb. We need to get to do verb, I believe. Okay. So I'm going to actually throw in a debug here. Debug.log. Do verb or do ver. Verb. I want to make sure that it's getting to this do verb and not the base do verb. If it's the base deverb, then do verb, then I need to figure out a way to prevent that from being the case. It would be weird for that to be the case, but again, recent refactors caused a few bugs. Okay. So, we are going to play. As there's no real reason why I can't have maximize on play on anymore. But, Alright, let's go. Wrong thing. Okay, so, what the heck? Okay, that was interesting. That was interesting. Okay, we're going to try open again. Okay, we get to that. Now I'm going to try this. Ho-ho! Look at that. Look at that. We have got a null reference going on here. Oh, and it just keeps going. Also, hello, TNGB. Dang it! I always get that backwards. TNBG Sky. Welcome back, and thanks for the host. Came back just in time for me to yell. I'm not entirely sure that wasn't a intentional thing on your part. Alright, so that's interesting. Let's figure out what that is. Oh. No, wait. Time out. That might just be me being stupid. Well, I'm happy that my anger can momentarily entertain. Either way, good to see you again. It's good to be back after like 2 weeks. Okay, so I think I might know what happened. Yes, that's what happened. So I need to add a collision module to this. That was the problem here. Let's add a component collision module. Okay, so that should fix that. So that was a object setup stupidity thing on my part. Let's go ahead and apply those too, so that they are correct. Save. And we are getting to the do verb part, which is good. Let's go ahead and collapse you. So we are getting into here. Let's see what we... Oh, right. I need to set the verb type instead of unlock. Or I need to set it to open. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That's just what it is. Success effect? I do not recall. Yeah, there it is. Hold up. If get verb requires item. Oh, wait, no. We know that it's getting here. So let's just go ahead and see what happens. So we get to here, open. If we are locked, which we will not be, which means that we're going to go to here. If our target level does not equal none, it does equal none. So we're going to go to if is open. Then we're going to do this. However, we are not. So if open clip. Oh, wait. This is also me being stupid, isn't it? I believe I want listening animation module. Yes. Yes, I do. Okay, so let's drag this back in. Our type is going to be a bool. Our data ID is going to be, oh, right, something I forgot to do. We're going to go to you. I'm going to refresh you. So we have that cabinet open. We're going to come back here, and we're going to say cabinet open. Okay, and nim ID is going to have to be is open. Very annoyed that I did not have that set up properly. Override target, we do not actually need that. Evaluate others, do not evaluate. We don't really care. We just need the one. Okay, so I should be able to remove this animation. Okay, so I'm going to try this one more time, and it will be perfect, because no one can prove that I have not been infallible up to this point. Also, Sky, how are you doing? Feel very rude not asking you that. Alright, we're going to come into here. We're going to say, oh, and actually, no, before we do that. Ta-da, nice, cool. So we're going to say open. Oh, God, freaking. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and go over here. I am going to do a couple of things. First up, I'm going to say that plus plus value. And second, I am going to go over to door. But I'm not going to go over to door. I'm instead going to go to listening animation module. Because what should happen here is when we activate, we should get this on data updated. Okay, so target verb success plus equals on data updated. Let's see if listener, yes, data ID name is equal to ID. Yes. All right, well, let's try this. Output ID. Ah, I overcomplicated this. Of course, right. So here's what was happening. It's because I made my own system, way too complicated. So if we come down here to open, once Unity compiles, of course, we cannot rush machines. They get sloppy if they're hurried. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Go to output ID. So this needs to be set to cabinet open. Now if I do that, then when we play, it should work. It's interesting, the super dark flash there. Okay, so open. Yes. That's like a super dramatic slow opening too. So let's close this. Oh, come on! Oh, it's because I did the same thing for close, right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fix that real quick. Let's go over here to verbs. Output data ID. Open. So this is going to be cabinet. Open. Cabinet. Open. Okay. So that'll fix that. I'll set you to true and to false. Okay, we are going to do the same thing down here real quick. Let's see, word checks, outputs. This is going to be cabinet open. Set you to false. All right, so let's try this one more time. And we'll see what happens. All right. So we're going to open to a very very slow dramatic. So this is, yeah. See the little like hop that I did there? That is because of physics. And now I'm going to try something really weird. Are you... What the... I'm sorry, what? Okay, come on. Let's take a look at this. Open. Are you serious? Excuse me. I'm sorry, what? Yes, that is correct. What is happening here? I am deeply confused. I I I don't. Is the speed backwards or something? No, the speed is correct. Okay. Well, let's try that again. Keep an eye on this. This is not the best time in the world at all. Alright, let's go ahead and run over here. We're going to say open. Okay, we go to opening. That's what I would expect. Then we're going to go ahead and say close. And it just does that again? That's so weird. And if we open, and if we open again, and if we close, you like snap closed and then what the heck? It does not help that this is like weirdly out of sync. So like that's opening. Then you should be closing. I am so confused. Harumph. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Make sure that it's doing what I would expect. Opening. Closing. Entirely correct. Okay. Well, just out of curiosity, if I set your speed to -1, will that fudge it? I'll kind of laugh if it does. Actually, I won't laugh. I'll be scathingly mad. I really need to get like a throwing thing, some kind of throwing ball, just so that I can throw things whenever I get frustrated. So open and close. Why? Why do I have to do that? That's dumb. Whatever. Okay. So now I'm going to do some stuff that showcases my concern with doors. So first up, I'm going to say open. So you can see that I kind of was like getting pushed around, and when that happens, the capsule collider for the character doesn't really know what to do. So you can see that it like causes those jumping animations, kind of. Also, apparently the freaking font here is too small. Also, in general, I just need to have like a light or something in here. Because apparently this light is not good enough. But then we have another problem in the form of this. So if we hit close, see it kind of like pushes me out and makes me pop out. That's not really a good thing. So we're going to say open again. Of course, I can come in here and close it, which is fine. Although it really should make everything super dark. I'm still figuring that out, though. But we do have... Go ahead and open this up again. So one of the things that I was talking about earlier is I could make this, when I close this, I could make... Wow, that seems like way worse than I actually thought it would be. Usually it pushes you smoothly, but that doesn't even seem to be the case here. What the heck is going on? Oh, right. I paused. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open this again, and you'll see what it looks like. There, you can see that I'm like getting pushed. Same thing here when I close. Like it does this really weird, almost hopping motion. I don't really know why that is. Actually, just out of curiosity, I'm going to try something. I'm going to make this, I'm going to add a physics. Oh, yeah, thank you. I didn't mean to double click there. Rigid body, and I'm going to have it not use gravity. Wow, really? Okay, so that is not a... Wow. Okay, I'm gonna remove that component. Yeah, that so no gravity. No rigid body. That kind of makes things a little weird. Let's go ahead and add. I'm gonna try this one more time. Add a rigid body, and we are going to make it kinematic as well. Okay, now I'm gonna try opening this. Okay, that doesn't really help. I was wondering if that would help out with the bounciness, but not really. So yeah, that's not great. So I could disable the colliders on doors when they open and close. That could work. The downside to that is that it causes some notable issues if you want to abuse that. So let's say I wanted to like open this door. I could like position myself right where it's going to be when it finishes opening, and then you would be inside the door. Of course, the door would have its collider turned back on as soon as the animation was done, but until you move, you would just be inside the door. And that's obviously not ideal. It also potentially gets into some weird situations with like positioning yourself and wedging yourself into a spot you can't get out of without having to close the door again, which isn't that bad really, but it's something to be noted at least. And I honestly don't know if there's a solution to this. This might just be something that I have to design around and just get used to the fact that I can't have doors open into walls unless the player be pushed into them. But it's kind of disappointing that that's the case. Well. Okay, so we got the door, or we got the cabinet set up. That's good. Let's go ahead and get the drawer over here set up as well, because right now it's just an interactive object that can't do anything. All right, so let's go ahead and stop playing. Hop over to our wondrous spreadsheets, and let's go ahead and add that. So we're going to say interactions, overworld, cabin. Go ahead and duplicate you. Make a copy. I always forget that it's called make a copy on Google. Alright. Alright, I'm going to move you into doors. Open this up. Open this up. Alright. We're going to call you bedroom. I guess it's actually called just nightstand, isn't it? Nightstand. Right? Like I'm 90% sure that's what I named it. Yep, nightstand. All right. Cool. Oh dear. Also, really, probably not the best. Well. Okay. So let's go ahead and hop back over here. We're gonna call this nightstand. We will say desk and drawer. I think those would be fine. Nightstands, desks, drawers. What do I want to say? A rustic nightstand. That is one word, correct? I never remember if nightstand is one word or two words. It's one word. All right. Excuse me. Okay. Rustic nightstand. Rustic is an adjective. Burn info. We're just gonna say none for now. Okay. It is not a container. Yes, it is not a container. It is not a torch. It's not a climbable. It is a door. It's not a switch. Really wish I could do multiple pages for deletion. Delete. Delete. Not a character. Not an enemy. Not an item, a map, or a weapon. And then everything should be good after that. Okay. So, you're good. Burn info's good. Door. Door. Don't really need anything for it, do we? Oh, well, no, that's not entirely true. No, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to go down to here. We're going to say text only for everything again. Take, we're going to say the lower name is too cumbersome for you to lift. I'll do default fail here. Same thing all the way down here. Let's see, wave, insert. Nope. We're going to say eat, drink, open. Open will be default. As will close, unlock, and lock, light, extinguish. Oop, not what I meant to do, but okay. Examine. We'll say the lower name is. The lower name has a large drawer on the front. That's super awkward, but sure. Actually, you know what? Maybe instead of saying the lower name, or maybe the object name, I should just say there is a large drawer on the front. It's handles. No. On the front. We'll just leave it like that. It's a bit expository without character, but it's fine for now. Same thing. Hit. Do the old classic. Take that. Rest, move. Same thing. We'll have this redirect to take. Oh, not that. Redirect. Same thing. I can't really think of a good pun for drawers. No. Oh, no, not that. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, jeez. How could I make that work? Uh, that's such a bad pun. Ah, that's painful. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be, I think it's drawer open, is that right? Yeah, so we need to go over here to open. We're going to say drawer open, drawer open. You're going to be true, you're going to be false. Okay, everything else should be good. Let's go ahead and export this data. Okay, all sheets, replace, collapse single row. Cell arrays, array prefix. Let's go ahead and send that out. Alright. Download you. We're going to put you next to the large cabinet, probably. It's called Nightstand. It's an N. Oh, don't you dare. You double clicked. Excuse me. Alright. So we have Nightstand. Go ahead and set this up. Excuse me. Had to sneeze. Alright. So we have a nightstand. We're going to go ahead and drag in our script here. Clear our console here. Let's hit update. Any errors? Nope. Good. Good. That means we are in a good spot. Okay. Everything seems to check out. Let's see. Output, text only, drawer open. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like. So I should, in theory, be able to set up. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Hold on. You need to change that a little bit. So nightstand, you are a door. Oh, you're an interactive object. Got to change that. We're gonna re-add this as a door. Okay. Let's reattach our nightstand. We're gonna hit update. We're gonna go over to our model here, and instead of having an animation module, we're going to add a listening animation module. Okay. Go up to here. Let's go ahead and assign our animator. We will have one listener. It is going to be of type bool. It is going to be from drawer open. Our name ID will be is open. And evaluate others. We do not evaluate. We don't really care about that. Cool. Okay. Everything should check out. Let's go ahead and save and give this a go. All right. It will be perfect. Because it's always perfect. Rustic nightstand. Yes. Very nice. So this kind of gets into the awkward thing I was talking about. I'm going to close this. Yeah, that's actually not that bad. Alright, let's open you up again. Actually works pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and close it, and then I'll open it one more time with me standing directly in front of it. That is super awkward! Why does it do that? God, that's annoying. It used to actually smoothly interpolate, but now it seems to just, like, if you get pushed, you just get spawned slightly in the air. It's really weird. Not really sure what's going on there. Well, the important thing is that we do have this drawer working, which means that we can stick stuff in it, which is actually going to be super awkward because I have to... There's going to be an item in this, and one of the things that it's going to do, I guess, is it's going to have to obviously move with the drawer, which means that the spawn point for the item is going to have to be within the drawer itself. It's not really a terrible thing, it's just a headache for me. What was that? Okay. So, I don't know what that was, but for some reason a combination of me moving and turning seemed to, like, fling me up into the air. Not really sure what's going on there. Also, if I, like, position this correctly, I think I can... Yeah, it's like I get stuck in the corner. It's really awkward. This is really strange. Okay, well, the important thing is that it seems to work. Can I close it you? Or can I close it you? Can I close you? Let's try close, open. that all seems to work. All right. Well, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Okay then. Well, let's see. What else can we do? We've set up our cabinet. We've set up our drawer. Both seem to be acting nicely. We probably set that up as well. Yeah, all right. Actually, do I have a... have the log? Yeah, I have the log. Okay, let's go ahead and stop playing. I should have a log prefab in here, I believe. Log. There's going to be tons of log. Oh, it's looking for logo too. Log. There we are. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back here. Close you. Come back here, and we are going to... You know, I honestly don't know what I would classify this as. But I guess we'll go ahead and make a copy here. We'll put this in objects. I don't really know where else to put it. Okay. So this will be firewood. Firewood stack. Oh, geez, this is awkward. So firewood and stack of firewood should both work. Okay, that's not great. Yeah. Okay. Frack. What do I want to do about that? So, logically, here's the problem. The description for a firewood stack will be a stack of firewood, which means that people are going to try to say, take stack of firewood. Maybe I should just say like a pile of firewood. Excuse me. A pile of firewood. But again, like pile should work. See, that's the thing is firewood, pile, and pile of firewood should all work. It's just awkward because of that. Okay. Let's go to stack. Alright, so this is going to be, I guess... Oh, you know what? Also, it should probably respond to wood. Or, well, no, logs. I'm sorry, log. Yeah. This should also be the name. So log, pile, stack, firewood, stack of firewood, pile of firewood. That all should work. Okay. So this would be logs, piles, stacks. I think that's pretty much it. Pile of firewood. All fine. Okay. Let's go to burn info. We're going to say none. Should I treat it like a container? No, it's not really a container. So this is one of the more interesting cases that I'm going to have. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Delete torch. It's not a door or lock or switch. Character. It's not any of these things. Okay. But it does do some weird things. And the weird things that it does is... Well, that's terrible. The weird things that it does are... it needs to give you an item when you interact with it. But it doesn't actually have the item in existence. So it's not a container in the sense that you can put things into it. You can only ever take things from it. So what we do here is we have obtainable items. And what that does is on specific verbs, we can, excuse me, we can be given special items. So I'm going to go ahead and say the item is log, the verb is take, and the output is got firewood. Or how about just obtained some firewood. We don't really need a data ID, and we don't really need to obtain once. I don't really know what to do about that. Data ID. That is something I'm a little concerned about. I think I can set that to be none, because we don't really care about anything. I guess I can check this by going to the planes. Let's go to objects. Let's hope that I have it. Wheat row. Here we are. Let's go to verbs. Sorry, obtainable items. Okay, so yeah, I can just leave that blank and it'll be fine. Got some wheat. So let's just leave that as none. Okay. Then we're going to go over here to verbs again, and we do need to... That's a good question. Do I need to do something specific? Yes. Okay, so I want that to be add to inventory and then default. Okay, so everything else is going to be text only. And this is going to be default fail. Wow, I spelled fail terribly wrong. Okay, we are going to go ahead and move this all down. Eat will all be the same. Drink, open, oh, really? Close, unlock, lock, those are all the same. Extinguish, probably should have you be default. Read, don't need anything. Okay, examine, it's going to say several logs of firewood are stacked metal grate. Or I guess we would say on a metal stand. They would make for good kindling. That's not right though. I kind of want to have something else there, but I guess that's fine for now. Hit. We'll just do the take that for now. Move. I'm going to try redirect. Just take. Oh, not take that, just take. I don't remember if that's going to actually do what I want, but we'll find out. Hopefully the idea there is that when you try to like move firewood, it'll just say like obtain some firewood. Okay, insult. Tell. It. What can you make a pun about with firewood? That's a terrible, very, very bad pun. Okay, I think that's good. export sheet. We will send this out. Replace, say, collapse single row sheets. Export cell arrays and array prefix. Cool. I don't know why I visualized that instead of exporting it. But I will now export it. Okay. Go ahead and download this. I guess we'll put this under the objects. Not really much of a reason for you to be there. Bed and map. Wow. Oh, wow, that's how old that is. Oh my goodness. Back to the archive with you. Oof, man. Okay, so we're going to delete you. I'm going to go ahead and grab, crap, what was it called? Firewood, I think is what I called it. Firewood stack, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and hit F over here. So the really? You're a completely separate object. That's really stupid. Why would I do that? Okay. Well, I should probably do like this. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull in firewood stack here. Go ahead and get rid of these things, because I do not need them anymore. Get rid of do verb. Okay, while that's going on, we are going to just go ahead and update you. Good, no warnings or errors. I think we're good. Let's go to take, and we should have some obtainable items. Once Unity's done compiling, of course. Frack! Yeah, I was worried about that. So, let me go to debug. Let's go to take. Let's find out. Nope, 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 nope! Okay. Have fun. So, as it stands, if I try to take this firewood, nothing's actually going to happen. Excuse me. So, I can walk up to it and interact with it, but if I try to take it, probably won't actually give me what I want. Yeah, same, just take it. So we're going to go ahead and we need to edit interactive object, because it is clearly not doing what I want. Oh, jeez, this is a nightmare. Okay, I'm gonna fix some things here. Let's close you, close the door. We don't really need the level description stuff. These are some of my color fixes that I was doing. TQ combat, all this fun stuff. Physics extensions, verb. Here we are. Okay. From JSON. Are you for real? Let me peek this real quick. Item checks. Item ID, verb, and output. Is that correct? I suppose it would be, yes. Okay. So yeah, the problem seems to be that I don't actually do anything with this. I am actually curious. problem. Huh. That should not be like that. Obtainable items is empty. What the frick? That would explain why it's not there. But why? Okay, I'm gonna visualize this. What the freak? Okay, I'm also gonna do this. I'm gonna try just duplicating this. I'm gonna visualize again. Okay. So that's problematic. Okay, so that's a bug in my my JSON tool here that I need to fix. Okay. Well, fortunately, I can manually fix that by doing this. I mean, it's not great because I do have to manually adjust this output, which I hate doing. Okay, so obtainable items is going to change to be this. There we are. Go ahead and save that. Let that recompile. Well, not really recompile, just re-import. Then we're going to try this again. So obtainable items should now get updated. There we are. Okay. So let's try that again. Also, that is something I need to tag on GitHub so that I can fix that error. Because that's stupid. Alright. Let's try to take some firewood. Okay, that didn't work. Crap. Okay. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna go see if the wheat field works currently. Also interesting, we have a null reference exception, which is never a good thing. Oh dear. I'm a little worried that it might actually be it might be frozen. Ooh. Oh, freaking jeez. I always forget to do that. Build settings, I gotta add the planes and stuff back in. Because I made GDC builds, which meant that I didn't have all of these unnecessary levels in them. Alright, well, I was trying to not get pulled out of plane, so I'm just going to go ahead and do what I was going to do then. We need to check to see if we can actually loop through all that stuff. So let's go over to verb. We're going to go to item checks. Let's see, 2JSON item checks, find all references. Let's see, there should be something in interactive objects. Here we are. Item ID is equal to sentence.indirectObject.id. Oh. Okay. That's not. Oh, that's something else. Right. We're not doing item checks. That's right. Duh. Let's go back here. We want obtainable items. Find all references. Here we are. We do have drop item. Okay, interesting. Really? What on earth? So I can only drop it? That's super awkward. What the heck? Why would I do it this way? Session not get bool. I don't know. Name, spawn point. Blah blah blah. Drop item. Oh right! I have a custom. Right. Okay, that's me. That's all me. Let's go ahead and go back here. We're gonna go to verbs, And we need to change this to drop item. And for convenience's sake, I'm just going to continue editing this JSON script directly. All right, so we're going to change our take effect here from add to inventory to drop item. Save that. Oh, that's, I guess, kind of pointless now that I think about it, because I can just manually change it here. So we're going to change this to drop item. Item spawn point. Okay, maybe that's not what we want. Well, no. This is what happens when you have an overly complicated system. You can't remember how it works. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Right. Drop item is meant when it actually physically drops an item in the world, which is not what we want. So we want if add to inventory verb dot items. An item check. Really? That's what I did it for? That's really stupid. That's not right. That's not right. That cannot be what I did. But it's a list of items. That can't be right. Oh my god, it is. Jeez. Are you serious? Unbelievable. It's pulling double duty. Excuse me. That's not right. So we're gonna. I just want to see if this. This is not at all right. I'm gonna go to the planes level. Once I find it. Let's see, collapse the intro. Let's go to the planes. I just want to see what the setup is for the wheat row, because I think I have that working. So this should be a good test case, although it's entirely possible that actually it is not functional anymore. All right. So we have an obtainable item. Yeah. See, it's not item checks. That's what's weird about this. Okay, let me think. I don't think that this should be using verb.items. I think it's so weird. I think that this is set up incorrectly. I think this is using an old thing that I did. Yes, it is. Because items is never populated, is it? It's used when we go to JSON. But it is not used anywhere when we populate it. So, no. And that's because this items here is the old thing that I did. That's not what we want to do anymore. Oh, good God. Yeah, okay. So, jeez, past Chris, leave a job half finished like this. Of course you did. Right. So this was me porting the system over to something new, and I got halfway through it, and I guess I never finished it. So, yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay, cool. So this is going to change. So this is going to have to go to item checks because it's the same thing. Okay. No. What is this? Yes. That is, I believe, what we want. God, this is super awkward. Why would I do it this way? For remove from inventory, that makes even less sense. Jeez, super awkward. Okay, I'm just gonna make you obtainable items. Okay. Yep, right there, obtainable items array. Alright, so we're gonna change you to obtainable items. Okay. Continue to do this. Okay, that's interesting. I don't really know. Alright, let's go ahead and say find all references again. We're slowly going to get through our list here. I'm going to close you. We're going to say obtainable items. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and copy that. All of these. Also, fun fact, seeing items enough makes it look like items. Oh, frickin'. What? Right, there we go. Although I feel like I should probably name that item ID instead of item. We'll leave it as is. That's P definition. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and rename that item ID. Makes more sense than item anyway. Okay. Let's see. Verb. All of you are taken care of. As are you. Find all references again. That should have cut things down pretty nicely. All right, paste you in. That's interesting. No, but I guess that makes sense. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and paste these in. Items. Okay. Same thing. It's super awkward, but okay. Let's find all references again. Apologies that this is a little bit of a cut and paste thing. Not very exciting to look at, I realize. But it is kind of necessary for us to get everything finished up here. Let's see. paste this in. Go ahead and find all references again. Okay, I think we might be good. References, let's go ahead and just paste all these things in. Okay, I think we're done. Cool. Let's go ahead and go back to this. Are you being used by anything? No. Go away. We don't need you then. Okay. So, now I should be good. Go ahead and let that compile, and then we'll move over into the cabin scene again. I'm also curious about our keys here. Oh, I don't think I actually have these. No, I mean, I thought I made a key ring. So let's go ahead, and I'm curious. Wow, I went through the effort for that. That's going to have to be redone. That's fine. Okay, let's jump back into the cabin. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save. No reason why not. Let's go over to our firewood. Interesting, we are apparently hitting some errors there. So I'm going to go ahead and say... Wait, hold on. Oh, jeez. No. That should be good. Let's go ahead and update that. Are you frickin' serious? Ah, I see. Ah, yes. That would do it. That's the problem with freaking custom inspectors and serialized properties. You have to do strings, and that always throws me off. I wonder if I could actually get around that by just doing like system reflection and grabbing those things at runtime. That probably wouldn't be too bad. Okay, so let's try this again. Firewood. Okay, we have all of these obtainable things. So let's try this. I should be able to go up to it and say take log or take, and it should give me an actual log. Did not do that. Did not do that at all. Loving it. Loving it. All right. So let's see what's happening. Find all references. Where are you being used? Let's go to interactive object. Add inventory. For all of our obtainable items, we look for that item ID. Okay. I'm going to throw in a debug here. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Time out. Was I being stupid? Yep, there it is. That would be why. That's part of the problem. Okay, let's go ahead and hit play here. Try that again. Boom! Boom! Yes! Okay. So we got that working. Nice. That seems as good as any place to leave off for the night. So we got a little bit of the cabin set up. We experimented with some outlines for characters before ultimately, sadly, deciding not to go that way due to technical limitations right now. and because it just doesn't look that great. But we do have our cabinet opening, we have our drawer opening, we have our logs being takeable. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot. So I'm hoping to get the cabin finished up soon, because I've spent, it's not really that I spent too much time on it. It's honestly just that I've kind of like left it in a half-finished, dilapidated state. That's just not okay. So that's a pretty good place to stop for the night. So as always, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.